Just a minute. What? What do you want? I'm live, right? This dog, I tell you what. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Oh my goodness. What a big sucky.
Oh my goodness.
You might as well have your snuggle now while the ads are playing, while people are coming in. Is Daddy coming home soon? Daddy coming home? Is he bringing you a shawarma? You getting that chicken? You gonna have a bite of chicken shawarma? Yes. I know. You're so excited. You're so happy. Now you tell everybody. You look into that cameras and you tell everybody how loved you are. You tell everybody how much you're loved. I know. All right. There you go. Okay. Go watch for Daddy. Mwah. Bye. Go. What a suck, eh? She's Mommy's baby, that's for sure. Now, let me just tilt this up a little bit, folks. So, how's everybody doing today? Is this too bright for you guys? Oh, okay. I kind of took the day off today. Hey. Oh, I better be on live chat over here. I cannot shout everybody out at the same time, but I will say, I'll go back and forth. Jean Phillips, Tina, Ann, Dominique, Cheryl, Patricia, Beverly, Deborah, Lisa, Tigger Bouncing, Sherry Leach, Joe Mama, Odette, Mary Waynick. That's a nice name. Tina Elliott. Everyone who knows our family always said they wanted to come back as one of our animals. Well, that's, true, eh? Isn't that true? Now look at, guys, if you see me doing this, it's because I'm live streaming on 2 channels, Our Half Acre Homestead and Life with the Wolfies. Well, thank you very much. I love jewel tones. I really do. So I kind of gave myself the day off today. Not exactly the day off, but I got up and I had a shower and then I did the dishes and then I sat down and I played some games on the computer. And then I phoned Howard and said, "You bringing shawarma home?" And he goes, "Sure." I did. I took it easy. I kind of hit a wall today. Like, not today, but like the last couple of days, I kind of hit a wall. So I was really having a hard time. As exhausted as I was having a hard time getting to sleep at night. And my knees just don't like me right now. But I did not take the day off from editing. So you will get a video on Our Half Acre Homestead. The celery video is tomorrow. Hi, Garnett. How are you? Food Preservation Channel. Hi from Germany. Hi, how are you? Pamela Wilson, Lisa Eddington. Bev, do you make veggie soup mix? What do you mean, do I make veggie soup mix? You mean with dehydrated stuff? I don't need to. I have it all. Right? I have dehydrated carrots, I did dehydrate some celery this year. Dehydrated tomato powder, dehydrated spaghetti squash. And oh, by the way, I'm not growing spaghetti squash next year, but the spaghetti squash, when I powdered it and when I dehydrated it and powdered it, that goes really well in to thickening a sauce. So you don't want anyone to know there's extra vegetables in. Jean, I finally have my monthly food shopping done. Things are in the freezer. Yay! Oh, Bev, you and me and broth. I find it is taking forever to get to sleep, then wake up around 6:30. Well, I'm still getting used to Howie being back in the house, right? He sleeps in the coach in the driveway all summer long, hooks up the TV and plugs it into the barn or the shop or whatever it's called now. And hey, DS and Heather. And he sleeps out there all summer because he can do the air conditioning and I can't. And I'd rather him sleep in the air conditioning and get a good night's sleep because it's hard slogging work, right? I, make a wind tunnel of fans and open all my windows and, sleep with a sheet on, and I'm good with that. 30 pounds of potatoes today, Lisa Raby. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, Beverly. But I want to can some. Love my dehydrated tomato powder too. Oh, you mean like a soup base? Well, I suppose I could. But I mean, oh, you made goulash today? Oh my gosh, was that goulash good? Like, hey, LG, that goulash, the tomato, the dehydrated tomato powder, was amazing. It was amazing. And when I, because I didn't use canned spaghetti sauce or store-bought spaghetti sauce in that was just garden vegetables. So it was really runny, especially when you add all the extra raw vegetables in. Karen Black. It was so good. It was so good. It was. I love goulash, but man, oh man, I'm going to miss the zucchini. Actually, I'm not, because I got some in the freezer, don't I? So when I want to make goulash, I'll just throw a handful in there. It was very amazing. It was really amazing. So I got my dishes done because they always seem to fall behind when I'm canning. And I've sold my dishwasher tabs. I had 2 boxes of them from Costco. From the food bank, it's a great way to use squash. It is a very good way to use squash. The goulash looked amazing. My granny used to make it so good. Well, when I was a kid, goulash was just browned hamburger, a can of tomatoes, some onions, some peppers, and pasta. More pasta than goulash, but I love the vegetable bulk. I scored on potatoes on Monday, 10 pounds for $1.99. Good job. Great grab. Hi, Vicky Scott. How are you? I fell in love with my crock pot again, thanks to you. Well, thank you very much. How long did it take for the macaroni to cook? Well, did you see it was bubbling, right? 2 handfuls of macaroni only took 10 minutes. I mean, Howie went into the bathroom while I was putting that pasta in, and he got out of the shower 10 minutes later, with his shirt and boxers on, and it was ready. So Hamburger Helper. Oh God, don't call a wonderful Amazon warrior. Do not call such a wonderful goulash Hamburger Helper, because that stuff is 90% chemicals. And you're adding your own beef anyway. This is cheaper. Hey, Terry Boivin, how's it going? I'm glad you got here in time, crafty preschooler. Hey, Brenda C. Now listen, guys. I'm going to roll, and then I'm going to lay out my cards if anybody wants. Now, guys, let me tell you about the cards, okay? It's only as serious as you make it. All right? If I read something and it resonates with you, awesome. If I read something and it doesn't resonate with you, well, it's poof, isn't it? It's only as serious as you make it. You know what I mean? Hey, Angela! Yeah, goulash is meant to be homemade. Hamburger Helper. Now, I've made my own Hamburger Helper. Pretty sure I have a video because when Briar used to live in Toronto, it was really, really hard to make his rent and still eat. If you're doing a cards, I would love a reading. So what was I going to say? So what I did is I cooked hamburger, and then I rinsed it in boiling water to get the fat off it. Hey, Seashell, aloha. I rinsed it in boiling water to get all the fat off, because fat's your enemy. And then I dehydrated the hamburger on fruit leather trays. And when it's dry, we call it gravel, really. Then I used tomato powder. The only thing I wasn't happy about was I had to use Kraft cheese powder that you buy at the store, which is full of chemicals. But I put in dehydrated peppers, dehydrated onions, dehydrated celery, dehydrated Italian seasoning, like home dehydrated Italian seasoning, and tomato powder, and then Kraft cheese powder, and egg noodles. And then I wrote instructions on it, and I made my son a bunch of homemade hamburger helpers that all he had to do was bring a certain amount of water to a boil, dump this in, and cook and eat. Because the kid was living, half the time he was living on pasta and sriracha and mayo, you know? So when he told me that, it was like I made up a bunch of these homemade hamburger helpers. And then I made up a bunch of, you know how I dehydrate rice? You cook the rice in broth and then you dehydrate it so it's instant. And then I did the same thing with chicken. The only difference is with dehydrating chicken is home canned chicken dehydrates the best. It dehydrates the best. I don't know why. So I poured the broth off of the home canned chicken, and I put it in the fridge, scraped the fat off, and then I cooked the rice in the home canned broth, and I rinsed the chicken very carefully because it falls apart after it's been canned in hot water, and I diced it up, and I dehydrated the chicken. So now I had dehydrated chicken broth infused rice, dehydrated chicken pieces, and then I just added dehydrated onions, dehydrated celery, dehydrated peppers, and gave instructions. And I made him a box of that stuff so that he always had some solid nutrition when money got tight, right? Yeah, you know what? Christmas, those homemade meals were awesome. We made freezer meals for our boys one year for Christmas. Well, I may do that for Briar again this year. Not that he needs it, but then, my mom used shell pasta, tomatoes, ground beef, onion, and spices. It was so good and cheap. There you go, right? How do you know how much fluid to use with your dehydrated veggies? I can't wait to do this over the winter. Okay, you got to think about it this way. If you really want to know, measure your vegetables before you dehydrate them. So if you have, say, 20 cups of vegetables going on the dehydrator, and when you're done, you have 5 cups, that means a quarter cup of your vegetable, okay, to 1 cup boiling water. It's just weights and measures. You just have to pre-measure and stuff. So, did I miss anything over here? Hi, Seashell. How are you? May Monterola. How are you? So that's what's going on. Okay. Hello from the state of Georgia. Hey, Jessica. How are you, darling? Okay. Oh, Scheisenheimer. Hang on a second, guys. My machine here decided to be a bit of a wad. Hang on, I got to take a piece of this off. So, tomorrow's Friday. Yay, for Freaky Friday. So let's pay the bills, all right? This isn't for everybody, and I'm not asking anybody to spend money, all right? What I am telling you is that I have a Patreon account. It's called Connected Respectful Hearts, I believe. I don't even know what it's called half the time. And I have patrons. And they pay $5 US a month or $7 Canadian a month to become patrons. And what that means is every Monday and every Wednesday, you guys, the patrons and I get onto an unlisted live stream and we shoot the shit and we talk real. Okay, we talk about reality. Right? Stuff you don't necessarily or can't necessarily talk about openly on YouTube. Right? So, but on Fridays, and a lot of people think that this is worth the cost of a Starbucks cup of coffee. Fridays, we really tick YouTube off. And we play music and get the disco lights going, and we talk and we laugh and we dance and we sing, and we let off the steam of the week. So Seashell's going to put I'll put my Patreon in the our half acre homestead. Seashell's going to put it on in Life with the Wolfies, and that is the bills paid. I am not asking anybody to become a patron. I'm just saying if you wanna, it's there. Hey, Gigi Deb, how's it going? Tonight I'm doing baked beans in the can. In the can? What do you mean baked beans in the can? And kielbasa. I don't understand what baked beans. Can you explain that to me? Hey, Misfit Mountain, how's it going? I made it. Hey, clever you. It's been a while. Linda Bop, I have an eye appointment tomorrow afternoon. I know I need new glasses. Oh, you know what? My eyes have not changed hardly at all in 5 years, 7 years, 8 years. Right? So my last pair of glasses with the part of the nose guard missing and they're scratched up. Those are my my emergency glasses. Cotton candy jelly. Is that with cotton candy grapes? Oh, sorry. Hey, Freedom Sassy, you're not late. We're just getting started. Dominique, we were told today that we will probably be having planned rolling blackouts, so prepping everything we can. That's smart. That's smart. And you know why I prep? Because Trudeau's prime minister, and that's all I'm going to say. All right, now, let me get out. Now, I know a lot, like I said, a lot of people will leave just because I'm doing cards. That's up to you, right? It only has power if you give it power, okay? It only has validity if you give it validity. Now, what cards do we want? The Work Your Light Oracle cards. Hey, Pretty and Camo, how's Nova Scotia? Are you guys all recovering from Hurricane? No, I got Hurricane Fiona because I got Hurricane Ian stuck in my head. You're licking your thumb, Bev. Yes. 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 Which one are these? These are the Starseed Oracle. If anybody just wants a card because they need a spiritual boost or they need some encouragement, this is the Universe Has Your Back. And we'll do the Energy Oracle. And I'm feeling sassy today, so let's do, my hands are feeling pretty good today, so let's do the Animal Oracle cards. Animals talk to me the most. Okay. Tina Elliott, I would love a card if you feel like reading. Well, give me a second here. This is an exchange of energies. And I use a lot of energy doing this. So I'm not asking anybody to pay, but I am saying if you tip the minimum amount and put your question in the chat box, it will come out up bigger and I will see it better. But that is not a requirement, okay? All right, let's light the sacred white sage here. Smoke of the sacred white sage. Please cleanse these rooms from negativity. Sorry, I'm trying not to read chat. Please cleanse the room and our hearts and our intentions of negativity. Lift our prayers, our hopes, and our dreams up to the Creator on your smoke. May we all be open and honest. Okay. All right. Cleanse these cards. There we go. So that I may have better insight into what they have to say. Okay. Now I'm going to go behind the fan for a minute. My hands were horrible this morning. Well, I got some pain in here, but my hands are not doing bad because I took the day off. I mean, all those carrots, all that celery, and then now I've got rutabaga. I've still got to do the broth, which I might wait. Give me a second about it. I might wait. We're getting beef and bones and stuff in December. I may save the broth, all those broth vegetables in the freezer until I get my beef marrow bones, right? And then I can roast the bones and then throw them in with all the vegetables, and I'll have a beef vegetable broth that'll be really rich and hearty. Hey, Mama Dukes. Now, did I miss something here? I'm going to go behind the fan for a second. Okay, just events we know are coming. What events? I bought some stuff from my food bank. Bought from the food bank. Diced 2 bunches of celery for the freezer and turned a pumpkin and sweet potato into soup. Busy day, but I felt like you were in the kitchen with me. Well, you know what, guys? Even if YouTube quit tomorrow, I guarantee you when I'm working in the kitchen, I'm talking to y'all whether the camera's running or not. Even when there's no cam. Howie goes, who are you talking to? I said, I get so much in the habit of talking like you guys are sitting right there that even when the camera's not on, I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Do you have a smoker, Bev? Smoked beef bones make fantastic broth. No, I don't have a smoker. I used to have a smoker. So I want to make a marrow bone. I saw a recipe, but never tried it before, where you just bake it with seasoning. Well, that's when you roast the bones, and then you take the marrow out and season it and put it on a sandwich. And then the bones go into the soup, right? Rose, how's it going? All right, hang on a second, guys. I know I said I took the day off today, but that doesn't mean I didn't do housework. All right, so I'm just sitting now, and I still have the celery video to edit, and the zucchini bread. And I did a non-traditional zucchini bread. I just fired stuff together without measuring much, but I'm pretty sure you'll get the measurements. Mary's Nest has excellent bone broth recipes. Oh, I'll check that out. Yes, you roast the bones. I mean, if you guys remember when I made powdered homemade bone broth, I had pork bones, I had beef bones, I had them on a great big cookie sheet, and I roasted those in the oven, and then I cooked them, and then I cooked it, and then I put it in the fridge overnight and took the fat off the top, and then I cooked it down and down and down and down. And I dehydrated that stuff till it was like fruit leather. And then I started peeling it off and then flipping it over and dehydrating it more. And then when I ground it, I dehydrate it more. Just remember, especially if you're working with meat and dehydrators. Hey, is that Vincent Pellegrino? If you are dehydrating meat or meat products on your dehydrator, fat is your enemy. Okay? All right, now I've got to fulfill my promise of putting my Patreon link up for y'all. View as public. Okay. Here we go. And then we can get on with things. Paste. All right. One more puff, and then I'm going to pull some cards. Random cards, and see who it resonates with. And if it resonates with you, this is how we're going to do it, okay? Good vibes for my 2 kiddos with special needs. Well, Yvonne Moreton. Morton? Moreton or Morton? Would you like a card? Good vibes. Okay. We're going to pull you. We're going to pull you. The universe has your back. Just give me a second. All right. Okay, good vibes for my 2 kiddos with special needs. Thank you for the tip. Thank you very much for that. All right. This is for Yvonne. Whoa, wow. Flipped right over in the shuffle. And you got, excuse me, 3 cards. 1 reversed, and, well, I guess that doesn't matter. The upside down card, Yvonne, is I'm loving the energy of the universe. And if you're anything like me, you've been noticing that the energies for the past week have been wonky. That's why this card is up down. Is anybody else noticing, like, that you're dropping stuff more, or you're stubbing your toes more, or things are bouncing that shouldn't bounce? You know what I mean? Or money's gone wonky. The universe has been weird this week. So don't worry. You will be shortly back to loving the energy of the universe again, because you're finding deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So while all these discomfort things are going on, while all these things that are, setting your teeth on edge or frustrating you or making you feel powerless or helpless, you're going to find your center and your power amidst all that. And then you're going to recognize that you chose fear, and you're going to choose again and choose love. I hope that makes sense, darling. All right. Did I miss anything over here? Because this chat doesn't stay. Nothing wrong with talking to your cats. Oh God, are you kidding? If we didn't talk to Gracie, you should hear the story she tells Howie when he comes home. You wait. She's sitting on my chair right now, watching the window for Daddy. And then she'll go, and when he pulls in, I'll hear, because Daddy's home. It's a gorgeous autumn day here. Hope the same for all. Hey, JB. It is a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day, but it looks like rain is coming in. And that's why I'm pretty sure that's how my hand reminded me. Ruth, how are you, darling? Things have been working for me since things have been wonky for me since the Large Hadron Collider was turned on. What's a Hadron Collider, Mamakins? Can you explain that? City girl, hot child in the city. Hey, Christy. Oh no, I got that wrong. I thought you were City Girl Christina. This is City Girl Homestead. My cat waits for my hubby. She wants her food shook down and then 7 swipes of her tail before she does anything. Hey, Malka, you made it. Glad to see ya. So, I got a bunch of rain last night. Well, no, I don't. I don't know what that is. A Hadron Collider? I don't know what that is. I don't watch the news, so. As you know, I now have Bell high-speed fiber optics. So that's why I'm able to live stream twice. Particle accelerator that makes atoms smash into each other. Okay, so when was that turned on? Please tell me it wasn't turned on like on Saturday. Oh my, what are they trying to do now? Hey, Renita, I had a doctor's appointment. I forgot to lock my back door. Someone came in and took my sewing box with all my scissors, needles, threads, and other stuff. Upsetting week for sure. Now, that's the oddest thing to take. Somebody's sewing box. Seriously, dude? Well, you may take some comfort in they may have needed it. So, in Switzerland, the 12... Howdy from Northwest Indiana. Hey, Huffy, how are you doing? What aren't they doing now? Well, that's true, Aces. Logging into Twitter is a complete nightmare. Oh, yeah. I will share this stuff. When did it get turned on? Can somebody tell me when it got turned on? Because I've been off since Saturday night. So it really started bad on Sunday. So... Hey, Vicky Gossett from Central. Hello. I think you mean Ohio? Yep, they didn't take fishing poles. I don't understand that. All right, I'm going to pull a random card, okay? They tried last month and it failed again. I had to postpone my surgery on my knee. I'm okay though. Okay. But, is the wait going to be long, Huffy? Texas had an incredible, well, I guess Huffy, when I said this card flipped out and it said Eagle, Mastery. Somebody I don't know who needs to hear this unless it's Huffy. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. I have no idea who that's for, but somebody got the Eagle of Majesty. Okay, Tina, you take care, sweetheart. The Collider. Jeez, Tina, hang on. A card flipped out for you. Are you still there? Tina, when I said your name, a card went whoop, whoop, and right down on top. And it's the Puffin. And it's the card of partnership, Tina. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Okay, Tina? Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. I hope that resonates with you, Tina. HM, Crystal 72. Depends on the cards. I've got 5 decks out here. I have The Universe Has Your Back, the Energy Oracle cards, the Animal Oracle cards, the Starseed Oracle cards, and the Light Work Your Light Oracle cards. Now, the symbolism on these cards is that of the artist. I am an intuitive reader, so I don't necessarily go by what is on the cards. It's what you ask or who it's calling out to, and if it resonates with you. Hey, under pressure, pushing down on us. How are you, Paula? They did learn how to increase the speed of light. Yes, Rosie. You never fail to ask for a card, Rosie. All right. I'm going to give you the Energy Oracle cards. You're welcome. Did one flip over there? Rosita Slade. Whoa, there we go. You got 3 cards, Rosita. It was infusion day, and I've still got a lot to do yet tonight. All right, sweetheart. I'll email you soon. Take my love with you, okay? You got 2 upside down cards, Rosita, and 1 right side up. And the first upside down one is the first chakra, or Archangel Michael. Now, what I'm seeing is you're making some decisions and you're not listening to your gut. You're not listening to your gut. Think. All right. Whatever this decision is, it takes your full attention. All right. And listen to your instincts, because my dad used to say, believe nothing of what you hear and only half of what you see, and you might get a glimmer of the truth. The other upside down one is the sun. Now, I don't know why this is upside down for you, unless you're feeling that things are clouding over. Things are not looking well. Something is being clouded, is covering the sun for you right now. All right. Again, go with your guts. Because this was the upright card. The world is your oyster. You just have to make it so. All right? Listen to your own guts. Hey, Pretty in Camo. Oh, I never saw your answer on how things are in Nova Scotia right now after the oh, I got some ashes in here in my cup, my teacup here. After Hurricane Fiona. Brenda C. The Large Hadron Collider is the most powerful accelerator in the world. It boosts particulars such as protons accelerated to the speed of light. Okay, but somebody turned it on. I need to know when. Abby, how's it going? All right, sweetheart. I'm glad that did that make sense to you, Rosie? Jennifer Forrest, Hadron Collider, there are many. They keep getting built larger and larger. It's a topic that is huge. Hey, Tony G! Thank you for my baby food jars. They most of them are holding celery right now. 2008. Really? Okay. I think the last time it was turned on was April 22nd. Huh. Supper in the oven and going to the garden here in a few. Hopefully I have some okra. My grands love pickled okra. Take care of those grands for sure. Well, I'm looking forward to mine. If you saw me right now, I'm a boxer with my tail just a-wiggling at the thought of having a grandbaby. Was turned back on for the first time a few months ago. Loving your taste of music. Oh, well, you know why? Because tweedle-tweedle-tweedle-dee, I'm as happy as can be. There's a scary thing. The colliders can be so dangerous. Bloody right they can. You're not supposed to mess with creation. You're not supposed to alter shit that wasn't meant to be altered. Maybe a month. Well, I don't know, man. I just know since Sunday, things have been nuts. Hey, Deborah Goodrow. How's it going? The collider. Okay. Will you pick a card for me, please? Sure. What do you want? Do you want Starseed Oracle? Work Your Light Oracle? Animal Oracle? Energy Oracle, or the universe has your back? It's so nice to see you excited about your grandbaby. Won't be long now. I know. We're going down at the end of the month to visit. And she's belly's going to be... So I'm really... my phone has seen the floor more than my feet. I've just finished some canning chicken broth. Good job. Surprise you. Okay. Well, this is for Crystal 72. And we're going to pull The Universe Has Your Back. Okay. Crystal. Whoa, there we go. That flew over. Instead of... would you pull... I need some clarification on things. Okay, Mama Dukes, you're next. Crystal, instead of praying for an outcome... I pray for the highest good of all. You are forgetting to pray for the highest good of all. Okay? You're focused on things that are going, you're focused on a lot of things that you have no control over. And you're forgetting to hand them over, because when we don't have control of something, trying to control it is like trying to catch water with a sieve. You know what I mean? All right, Mama Dukes. Clarification. All right. Whoops, I missed a couple of cards here. Whoa. Wow, that was quick. Mama Dukes, you're all tied up. Now, this is actually upside down, which means... I feel like you're coming to a decision for something that's had you in knots. And you're just starting to realize which knot to untie first. You're getting there. You're not all tied up, but you're still focusing on the knots. And what you need to focus on is every time you undo one of those knots, the tension releases more. You're on the right path. Just make sure that, you're not tying yourself back up. I hope that makes sense. Hey, Freaky Geek. I'm buffering? I don't think so. You're welcome, sweetheart. Wonderful time awaiting the new arrival. Oh, Cheryl, it's going to be amazing. It's Cheryl. It's going to be amazing. I'm making jelly, so I'll be listening to the live. I'll also be on my phone. No buffering here. Well, this is on data. This is on Wi-Fi. I now have Bell fiber optics, but I just didn't want to risk both being on Wi-Fi at the same time. Hey, Becky, how are you, darling? Could be just my computer not working at all is good right now. Hope all are good. I'm doing well. You're welcome, sweetheart. You know those woolly worms that are tan and black? Yeah, apparently everybody's finding black ones, which means it's going to be a very, very long winter. Not long, snowy and cold. You wouldn't know it right now because it's nice and mild, and it looks like it's going to rain. So I guess if it's not raining tomorrow, I'll be snipping all the zip ties off my spaghetti squash trellis and pulling all those rods out so I can rebuild it for beans next year. Did you hear that? Listen, guys, I know exactly what you mean. My boxer baby died 3 years next month. He had liver cancer. Oh, I love him. Nothing like those grands. Your heart will never be the same. Oh, I know it. Absolutely, Paula. Absolutely. Paula, I'm going to pull you a card from the Work Your Light Oracle. And I'm not going to be able to pull any more cards, folks, because the dog is barking and Howie's walking in. May not be Howie. It could be the person coming to pick up. Who goes there? The way she's barking, it sounds like it could be the lady who's picking up. Yeah. Maybe they both came at the same time. Paula. Whoa, there we go. Yeah? Bags right there. Huh? Yeah. Where are they? They're in the green bag on the step. Tell her use them in good health. Paula. Use them in good health. Take care, sweetie. All right, Paula, you got share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. Paula, you've been persecuted for expressing your feelings and your insight long enough. Come out of the cave. Those who persecute you for the things that you know and the things that you see don't matter. Come out of the cave for the ones that do see you for who you are and the things that matter to you. Okay? All right, folks, that's it. I'm going to start racking up my cards. And now comes the time when we are... Ow! Mother! I just got a rubber band right across there. And it was a big one. I'm sorry for yelling, folks. I'm really sorry for yelling. That's going to leave a mark. I felt it's right there and right there. It just, both ends, it just snapped. Ouch. Okay, now comes the time when we're going to say a prayer and to say goodbye. And if you don't want to, that's okay. It's not for everybody. All right, but we don't want to exclude anybody. So if you have a faith and you want to share in the closing prayer, that's fine. This isn't about religion. This is about us coming together and sharing love and light and then spreading it on to the world. Ow. Wow. That hurt. Give me a second. I have to recover from that, or I'm just gonna, it's just gonna, taint my closing. Kind of. All right. And for those of you who don't want to stay, there's no judgment. It's not for everybody, and that's okay. All right. So I have to find another, not so big and thick and prone to snapping. Oh, I'm going to put my face into a shawarma in a minute. Trust me. Supper has arrived. All right. For all those who care to, please help me close with some spiritual nourishment. All right? That really stung. Thank you. Hey, John Leach. Thank you. I'm actually going to be doing a Thanksgiving pantry pull dinner. You got that coming. Because we were supposed to go away this weekend. And because of the accident, having a Thanksgiving supper at the racetrack when there's no racing, and a tragedy just happened, it just doesn't feel right. So we're staying home from the potluck supper. But I am going to be doing, and I don't have a turkey, but I do have canned turkey. So you will see a pantry pull Thanksgiving meal. How about that? All right. Hey, Penny. All right. Take care, prepping. One girl in the world. All right. All right. Let's take some deep breaths. I know, Gracie. Daddy's home. Go. Oh, don't you worry about it, Freaky Geek. I'm not worried about it. I couldn't find a turkey under $1.88 a pound. I refuse to pay anything more than $1.29 a pound, and that's pushing their luck. So, deep breaths. Excuse me. Post-nasal drip. Okay. Inhale, love. Exhale, fear. Close your eyes. Inhale, light. Exhale, darkness and negativity. Inhale, love and joy and light. And exhale everything else. A bird is a bird, right? I'm usually a chicken. Okay. Hey, God, creator and one source of all. How's it going? I don't know what's going on, God, but I've been getting my energies that feel like they've been short-circuiting or something for the last few days. So, God, I'm going to ask you to help us all who are struggling with stuff, stubbing your toes and having just, first world problems, but they're just, they can get overwhelming, right? So, God, we just want to turn all that stuff over to you that we have absolutely no control over. All right? We just want you to fill us with light and love and laughter so that when we do stub our toe or we do snap an elastic in our face, we can take it in our stride and laugh it off later. There's a lot of people still struggling out there, God, that, are having a hard time reaching through the darkness to look for the light. We lift them up through the darkness into the light for you, God. The powerless people, the people who are helpless in the face of fear and anxiety and illness and family squabbles. And we have seen so many masks fall off of people, God, and some things behind those masks have been a fright to see. Please help us walk through the darkness, casting your light, God, glowing and sharing your light with everyone around us to push back at the darkness. May we walk in your light and love always. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Peace be with you. Merry meet, merry part. Blessed be. Walk in the light of God. Whatever the language you use to talk to your faith and your higher power. Hey, Ninja. You know, love is the only language that we need to relearn how to speak. All right? Take care. God bless. I'll see you guys on Sunday afternoon. Mwah! Take care. God bless.